Hey guys, have you ever noticed how sometimes the loudest voices suddenly just disappear? Like a firecracker that roars into the sky and then poof, gone. That's exactly what happened with Christie Brimberry from Gas Monkey Garage. 1 minute she was the sharp-tongued, no-nonsense queen keeping the wildest garage on TV in line, and the next? Radio silence. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to Christie, where she is now, and why her story is even more inspiring and surprising than you probably realized. So buckle up, friend, because this story is not just about cars and chaos, it's about life, survival, and one seriously tough woman. First, let's roll the tape back a little. When Fast and Loud was at its peak, Christie Brimberry was the engine behind the scenes. Richard Rawlings may have been the face, but Christie, she was the backbone. They didn't call her the zookeeper for nothing. She kept all the guys in line, managed insane deadlines, and somehow, someway, kept the chaos from boiling over. And get this, Christie wasn't even a gearhead by trade. She came into the scene because her husband, Darren Brimberry, Richard Rawlings' barber, recommended her. Talk about right place, right time, or maybe destiny. Either way, Christie took that job and made it her own. She didn't just manage the garage, she owned the space with her fire, wit, and grit. Honestly, without Christie, I don't think Fast and Loud would have been the same show we all fell in love with. But in 2016, life threw a wrench into Christie's plans, something no amount of garage muscle could fix. Christie was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I mean, cancer. The big, terrifying C word no one ever wants to hear. And just like that, she had to step away from the cameras, the cars, the fans, everything. She underwent surgery to remove a cancerous lymph node, and the procedure seriously damaged her voice box. That meant months of silence. Months. For a woman whose job was commanding the floor with her voice, that's like a boxer losing their arms. Christie wasn't just fighting for her career, she was fighting for her life. And let me tell you, she fought like hell. She powered through chemotherapy, the surgeries, the recovery, and in 2017, she shared the news. Cancer-free, baby. That's right. She stared death in the face and laughed. Now you'd think with all that courage, all that loyalty, she'd just jump right back into Fast and Loud once she was healthy again, right? But that didn't happen. When the 15th season rolled around, Christie helped promote it, giving fans hope that she was making a grand comeback. People were fired up, ready to see their favorite zookeeper back in action. But when the season aired, there was no Christie, no big comeback, no triumphant return, nothing. And here's the kicker. We still don't know exactly why. Maybe it was health reasons. Maybe it was the stress of being back in the wild world of Gas Monkey. Or maybe, just maybe, Christie realized something important. Life's too short to spend it chasing deadlines and babysitting man-children. Whatever the reason, she didn't come back, and soon after, Fast and Loud itself ended. Richard Rawlings parted ways with Discovery Channel, and the Gas Monkey era as we knew it slammed on the brakes. Now you might be thinking, so where did Christie Brimberry go? What's she doing now? Well, friend, prepare to have your jaw hit the floor. In September 2021, Christie made headlines again, this time for joining OnlyFans. Yep, that OnlyFans. And no, she's not making adult videos, but she is sharing pretty, risque content, spicy photos that leave little to the imagination. For about $10 a month, fans can still keep up with Christie, just in a very different way. And look, some people might judge. Some might say, why would she do that? But honestly, I say good for her. After everything she's been through, the battles, the losses, the comebacks, Christie's earned the right to live her life however the heck she wants. She's still married, still a mom, still the boss of her own destiny. She's not answering to TV producers or fighting for screen time anymore. She's doing what makes her happy, unapologetically. But let's be real here. Christie was always a little bit of a rebel, wasn't she? Even back in the Gas Monkey Garage days, she wasn't afraid to speak her mind, throw a little sass, or put the boys in their place. It's part of what made her such a fan favorite. She was one of the few people who could tell Richard Rawlings to sit down and shut up, and somehow still get a laugh out of him afterward. That kind of energy doesn't just disappear because a TV show ends. It's who she is. And when you think about it, Christie's pivot to OnlyFans makes perfect sense. It's a platform where she can be in charge. No producers, no scripts, no deadlines. Just Christie, her camera, and her fans, on her own terms. After years of managing chaos for everyone else, she's finally managing life for herself. And honestly, that's the real win here. Now, don't get it twisted. Joining OnlyFans isn't the only thing Christie's been up to. She's also super active on Instagram, where she shares glimpses of her daily life, her family, and even her workouts. She's focused on fitness and positivity, showing everyone that you can come back from hell and still be stronger than ever. If that's not inspiring, I don't know what is. Another thing that deserves a big round of applause: how open Christie has been about her cancer battle. Not everyone would have the courage to share something so personal, but she did. She showed people the scars, the setbacks, the tough days. And in doing that, she helped so many others find the strength to get themselves checked out, to listen to their bodies, and to never, ever give up hope. That's a legacy way bigger than anything a TV show could ever offer. And let's not forget the support system she had around her. Her husband Darren was right there through it all, standing strong beside her. In a world where relationships sometimes fall apart under the pressure of fame, illness, or career changes, the Brimberrys held it down. That's real love, the kind you don't always see in the glitzy world of reality TV. And honestly, it makes her story that much sweeter. There's something else we need to talk about too. How Christie's story shines a light on the pressure women face in industries dominated by men. She broke into a male-driven world, held her own, and demanded respect, not by being loud, but by being unbreakable. She didn't have to become one of the guys to be successful. She stayed true to herself, and that's a lesson we could all stand to remember. Of course, it's bittersweet. Part of us will always miss seeing her hustle and bustle in the background of Gas Monkey Garage, slamming doors, answering calls, and yelling at mechanics who missed their deadlines. She was the unsung hero, the glue that kept that crazy ship sailing straight. Without her, something was definitely missing from those later seasons. Still, maybe that's the way life works, right? Some chapters end, not because they failed, but because we outgrow them. Christie outgrew Gas Monkey Garage, and she didn't just move on. She leveled up. Now she's writing a whole new book. And the best part? She's the one holding the pen, so wherever Christie's wild ride takes her next, whether it's new business ventures, new adventures, or just living life to the fullest, we're rooting for her. Hard. Because if there's anyone who deserves to live life on her own terms, it's Christie Brimberry. And if you're listening, Christie, thank you for being a badass role model, for fighting the hard fights, and for reminding us that it's never too late to start over. And to all of you out there watching, remember, when life gets tough, when the road gets rough, channel your inner Christie. Fight harder, laugh louder, and never ever give up.